For as long as we have looked to the heavens, one neighbour has captured our imagination more than any other. Mars, the red planet. It hangs in our night sky like a silent, rusty jewel, a world of endless deserts and towering, extinct volcanoes. It is a place of profound quiet, where the only sound is the whisper of a thin, carbon dioxide wind scouring across vast ochre plains. We have sent our robotic eyes and ears to this world, listening for a story, a hint of what it once was and perhaps what it could one day be again. For centuries it has held its secrets close, a silent testament to the vast, lonely expanse of our solar system. To understand this incredible moment, we must first meet our messenger. The rover, named Perseverance 2, is a marvel of human ingenuity. It is a rolling laboratory. It is a geologist. It is a photographer, all packed into a chassis the size of a small car. Launched from Earth years ago, it undertook the long, cold journey through interplanetary space, a silent traveller on a mission of pure discovery. Its purpose was simple yet profound, to search for signs of ancient life in the Jezero crater. A place scientists believe was once a vast, tranquil lake. It was designed to roam the crater floor, to drill into promising rocks, and to analyze their composition for the chemical fingerprints of biology. The shattered plains were not a primary target for the mission. They were simply a path, a transitional zone the rover needed to cross to get to another, more geologically promising region on the far side of the crater. The terrain was flat and monotonous, a seemingly endless expanse of fractured bedrock peeking through a shallow layer of rust-coloured sand. The rover's automated navigation system, known as AutoNav, was engaged, allowing it to carefully pick its own path around larger obstacles, its wheels crunching softly over gravel that hadn't been disturbed in perhaps 1 billion years. The journey was slow, a deliberate and careful pace to ensure the safety of our priceless explorer. Each Martian day, or sol, the rover would drive for a few hours, covering perhaps 100 meters before stopping to recharge its batteries under the faint alien sun. During these pauses, its powerful mast-mounted cameras would scan the horizon, not just for navigation but for science, creating a 360-degree panorama of its surroundings. The initial reaction was one of cautious skepticism. It had to be a trick of the light, a photographic artifact, a cosmic ray hit, or debris from the rover's landing system blown by thin Martian wind. These were the logical explanations. The team pulled up images from other cameras and angles taken moments apart. The object was still there. It was real, a solid physical thing, half buried in red Martian soil, glinting in the sun. Scientists and engineers crowded the screens. Suspense and disbelief filled the room. This was not a rock. Its shape was too regular, its surface too smooth. It had an organized structure, at odds with the chaotic Martian landscape. Commands were formulated and sent across the 100-million-mile gap. The rover was told to halt its traverse. There is nothing in our understanding of Martian geology that can explain this object. Mars just does not create perfect hexagons with intricately carved patterns. Natural processes driven by wind-water volcanism are always governed by the laws of physics and chemistry, which favor chaos and fracture over perfect, machined symmetry. A rock might be weathered into a vaguely round shape, but it will not be a perfect sphere. Sure, a crystal can form beautiful geometric patterns, but nothing like the complex layered design seen on this plate. This object defied nature as we know it on Mars. The material itself was another profound mystery. The rover's spectrometer, an instrument that analyzes composition by firing a laser, was brought to bear on the hexagonal plate. The data that came back only deepened the confusion. Why is this discovery so profoundly shocking? It's because it fundamentally challenges our timeline of the universe and our place within it. For decades, scientists assumed extraterrestrial life would be simple, microbial. The leap from a single-celled organism to a civilization capable of manufacturing advanced alloys, creating perfectly machined objects, is astronomically large. On Earth, that took billions of years. Finding evidence on Mars is world-shattering. This single object raises an avalanche of questions. Who made it? A native Martian civilization that rose and fell when Mars had water and a thicker atmosphere. If so, where are its other remnants? Where are its cities? Where are its tools? Where are its graves? Or was it left by an interstellar visitor, a traveller that passed through long ago and left this calling card. Back on Earth, the news, which was kept under a tight seal for days, sent shockwaves through the scientific community. When the initial findings were shared with a select group of astrophysicists and planetary scientists, stunned silence, frantic excitement, deep professional skepticism. My first thought was that it was a prank, admitted Dr. Eleanor Vance, that some brilliant engineer at JPL had faked the data. The find is just too perfect, too clean. Nature is messy. This is elegant. It's the kind of thing you see in science fiction, not in a raw telemetry feed from another planet. The teams at NASA worked around the clock, triple-checking every piece of data, recalibrating instruments. So what could it be? The most exciting and terrifying explanation, a relic of alien intelligence, native to Mars or just a visitor. This theory, once confined to fiction, now sits on the table as a plausible scientific hypothesis. Another, more conservative theory suggests it could be an unknown natural phenomenon, perhaps a form of crystalline structure that forms under conditions unique to Mars that we have never before witnessed or been able to replicate. A geological black swan that defies our current models of planetary science. It is a less romantic notion, but one that must be considered. It has reinvigorated our curiosity and reminded us that the universe is far stranger and more mysterious than we can imagine. It underscores the importance of exploration, of sending our probes and our robots into the unknown, not just to confirm what we think we know, but to be prepared for the things we have never even thought to ask. Mars, the planet we thought was a quiet, sleeping giant, may have a story to tell that is more epic and more profound than any of us ever dared to believe. The journey of discovery is far from over. In fact, it may have just begun. This is the very essence of exploration. It is the drive to push past the horizon, to look under the next rock, and to listen for a signal in the static. The universe is vast, and we have only just begun to scratch its surface. The mysteries of Mars and worlds beyond are waiting, and we will continue to look, to listen and to wonder. It is what we do. It is who we are. Please like and subscribe to Cosmic Discover.